Hey people, and for this video, we're gonna show you how to troubleshoot Marvel Rivals when it's taking way too long to load in a game. Now the first thing we have to do is go over to settings here on the top right, and of course it's not surprising, but we're gonna have to lower a lot of the things here, especially on the graphics. What you're seeing right now is the default settings of Marvel Rivals. We're here on graphics quality, let's just put it down to low. Now just a note, I don't mind playing on the lowest possible graphics settings on my games, but the game does look pretty even with everything in the lowest settings. Global illumination, we can put that off. You can leave it on SSGI. Now lumen, that may be a bit too much depending on your machine. I will just leave it off, and even with the reflections, I would leave this off as well. Now everything is on low. Now with the model details, we can even put it lower. And in fact, I will just put it there if I can lower everything. You see frame generation is off. I will leave both the low latency mode and frame generation off. And I will limit my FPS to cap at 60. But personally, I am fine at 45. It is a good idea to turn off the counters as well. And to turn off VSync as well. But you can leave that on if you prefer. Now, for super resolution, this depends. I would put it to native, and 80 is a good number. And of course, you are either using NVIDIA or AMD. I personally will just switch that off. Now, by default, we are on borderless windowed, but I believe it is more optimized, especially for modern games, to be in full screen. And I will set my resolution to the lowest possible resolution. We almost missed render scaling. Personally, I would put that down to 80 or 70 in the same way I do with Deep Rock Galactic. But for the purposes of this video, I will leave it at 80. Now, if you have copied all of my preferences on the settings and you still don't load in after a few seconds, that may be a machine issue. However, there is one more thing we can do, and it's directly on Steam. Let's just apply this. Okay, so now we're here on Steam. What you have to do is right-click on Marvel Rivals, go to Properties, and in the installed files, you can see that you can move the install folder. I only have 2 drives. This is installed on the D drive, which is an SSD. And if you have a 3rd drive, you can move it over there as well. But surprisingly, it works well even when there is little space. The only thing you want to avoid is putting it on drive C, which I can only imagine gets a bit slowed down because the system files are in drive C. But otherwise, if it's on a drive that has an average amount of space, and strangely enough, it's faster when there is even less space, but that is what you do. Now, this method has worked for others. If you found out a method that worked for you, maybe you can tell us in the comment section. But I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, maybe you can like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.